Hi, uh, I'm back again for my week two vlog, and I gotta tell you, I had a huge brain meltdown. Um, so a lot of things happened, and I just want to flex that finally I learned from my I personally learned my lesson. So I'm now gonna do this vlog as soon as possible. I just woke up after class, so I'm doing this in the middle of the night, and I guess that's a good thing because there's no noise from the outside, other than the chickens croaking from the outside. So stick with me and bear with me. I now have more time to express to you guys or to edit this video if I do, but it's still gonna be that very raw, personal insights, what I learned from the CVAP lessons and what I'm gonna do moving forward. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Is this the point where I put in an intro into the video? And I don't have an intro. let's just cut in straight into it. So, wow, I edited that video. Actually, I don't know if I'm editing the video because I'm just talking and I'm just assuming that future me is gonna edit it. So, yeah, we'll see. So, week two, a very informative class. And this day we took a dive into the technical aspects of voice acting, voiceovering, the equipments, all that type of stuff, and it's very insightful. I have to say, it's very insightful. So what I learned in the lesson, or let me just tell you more about the lesson, actually. So we encountered, sorry, today we had a speaker named Sir Brian. He is the voice or the founder or the actor at Vibrant Studios, I think. Sorry, I am very bad at remembering brand names and just names in general. So we were given some insight on how or what equipment we should purchase, the basics of voiceovering at home, right? Like creating your home studio. So of course, ever since the pandemic, we can't really go out, right? Everything slowly transitioned into digital, uh, doing things at home, doing things, just buying things at your own expense, just full on consumerism for the convenience or just to imitate a very formal and corporate workplace. So, yeah. With that being said, one of the topics we delve into is the home recording studio and the crucial tools, right? And sort of course, like all uh, for all events and purposes, we need a mic, right? As voice actors, we need a very high quality or a workable mic so that we can do our talent, to produce our product, right? Credits to Papa Lem, our second speaker onto that day, on highlighting that as voice actors, our main product is our voice, right? So you would need a microphone, and I did some prior research to this. I did, as far as I knew, and into my current knowledge, I only knew a dynamic mic and a condenser mic, those two microphones. So for dynamic, I assume those are for karaoke's, those are for singing, just basically singing purposes. 'Cause whenever I typed in online shops, I want to buy a dynamic mic, I keep seeing the karaoke mics. And then the second one was condenser mics. These are recording studio mics. And before going into CVAP, I was planning to buy a condenser mic. Back in the peak of COVID, we were all hanging out digitally, right? So I recently just had this laptop, but the microphone is like on the top over here next to the camera, and for some reason it had like the very sensitive, very static uh, type of microphone. And whenever I called my friends, they really did not prefer it, especially when I used to play Valorant, giving out comms with a very bad quality mic. It really irritated a lot of people. So I bought not this mic. This is more of an investment for me, and I'll get to you on that soon. So I bought a very cheap condenser mic, only like 300 pesos in the Philippines, and it was good. I think it was very sensitive. I have to tell you, it was very sensitive. It had a pop filter, it had all the works, and a like mic stand, and all the little extra tidbits, the filter, air filter, and I loved it and hated it at the same time. Uh, yeah, yeah. So let's just fast forward and talk about this mic. Now, in the lesson, there are actually three types of mic. There's a dynamic mic, there's a USB mic, and a condenser. And I'm just gonna ram through this just so I don't sound like I'm pirating the lesson to you guys. So you don't have to. So you just enroll in the program instead of just listening to me. So yeah, this apparently is a USB mic. And what is a USB mic? I don't know. It's basically the modernized version of a dynamic mic, right? And yeah, it does it. It does the job. I actually quite realized how much of a brainwashed consumerism I am, because the talk gave me specific microphones that they would suggest, and did not really like, the price was not really necessary, like for specifically this one, because this is for me in the time, it's too expensive. This was a very huge buy for me. I think I bought this on my first paycheck on ESL, because I also do an ESL do ESL classes, and that's where I wanna fast forward on to you guys. I did ESL, and I thought, what better way to teach the students but in a high quality mic, right? I don't want them to hear, teacher, your mic is too loud. Can you make the volume softer? So I really don't want, I really don't want my students to tell me that. Not that I don't like it. It's just that it disrupts the the flow, right? The learning flow. So yeah, I bought this. Ever since I've been doing ESL, I sound much better, and that means the world to me, honestly. And I, of course, I had the insight of like, I want to try voice acting, and so and being in YouTube. So hi YouTube. Uh, so I bought this because also I saw a lot of YouTubers use this mic for their home recordings, and I really like the color. I mean, this is the cheapest one that they have, and so it only has red and red. And the other ones have RGB, one's a white and rainbowy. I wanted the white one actually, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers, right? So yeah. Um, Also, I need to tell you guys, don't be like me. Don't dwell into the brands. Like, as a brainwashed consumerist, right? I thought I bought like high quality headphones, buying my Marshall headset. Not sponsored, by the way. Please sponsor me. And I love it. Like, I personally love it. Like, going out on the go, and it's very stylish, but it's not the best, or it's too much. Right? It's too much for the price. Just go with the your regular Logitech headset, or something like that. Um, just to defend myself a little bit, I just wanted my stuff. I just wanted the quality stuff, so I would never have to buy stuff again. That's my justification, because of the brand. But then again, don't be like me. Don't be dumb on your products, because I'm very nervous. I'm very how do I say this? Uh, Stingy? I don't know the proper term, but I'm scared of buying like the wrong equipment. I used to buy like cheap products over and over again and have them break down like right in front of me when I really need them. And so just to avoid that, I just go for the trusted brands and trusted products, and here we are. But it does the job, right? I hope. I hope like deep inside, I really want to say that I'm achieving my dream, and as far as I can say, I'm doing the necessary steps that I can to push me forward, but I'm not. I haven't achieved it yet. I merely have taken the taxi to the dream. I don't know if I can pay the taxi or if I can push through the journey, and then walk the rest through. So I have talked 10 minutes in regards to Mike. So go ahead with the other stuff. We have the desktop, of course. How else would you edit your clips, your audio tidbits? And you need a DAW, a digital audio web interface. I don't know what the W means, so bear with me here. So these are digital programs in which you can edit your sound bites. So they gave us. I'm so sorry. They gave us two options. They gave us Adobe Audition. I think it's called Adobe Audition, and Audacity. So Adobe Audition costs a whopping $30 a month. I think that's so expensive. And there's Audacity. Audacity is free. I love it. I know a friend who does FL Studio, and he's quite. I guess he's quite good. I haven't witnessed him using FL Studio, honestly, but yeah. Just ramming into this. Audacity is a free audio interface. Not audio interface. Audio editing software. That you can download on your PC, and I'm not sponsored, so anyone out there willing to help starting up a vlogger, I guess. So yeah, I ever get that feeling, honestly. I just want to go back to the guy who has FL Studio. I once tried FL Studio, and it is a mind melting software. I have no idea what I'm doing. I used to play music. I used to play kalimba, guitar, a ukulele, and learning like small pianos on clips on my phone, just to create beats. And I really wanted to try it out. Like I thought, like DJs use it, people use it, and I don't know how to use it. And fast forward, I moved here to Cebu without my stuff, and as much as I really want to re-record music, I feel so desynthesized. I don't feel like I want to do. I want to record if I don't have the proper equipment, if I don't have the complete equipment, and that's a problem for me, right? Because how will you ever reach the end goal if you don't start, even if you have no equipment? Yeah. So just a little small rant about me. I keep laughing. I should stop that. So moving ahead, an audio interface or a mixer. These are the. I don't think this is necessary for me, but I would say it's necessary in regards to hosting, right? Of course, if we're hosting online events, you want people to be engaged. You want people, like, as introverted as we are, we're not really active audiences when it comes to Zoom meetings, Zoom calls, Discord calls. We just jut in and then make everything awkward for everyone else. Not personal experience. I never had that experience in my life. And yeah, so mixer, just to make things more lively. You have some, of course, some interaction, even though it's completely digital and not real interaction. It just makes the hosting process a bit more genuine. And my hair is looking crazy. I should cut my hair. Yeah. What else? Those are in summary, those are the necessary tools and equipment. He did mention about other miscellaneous stuff like a pop filter, a huge foam globe thing that you can put your mic in and have less air interference into the mic. Those are pretty useful, but I think this has built-in one already. So yeah. Now moving ahead to vocabulary and terminologies, these are the things I would regard, in my personal opinion, as just miscellaneous things. These I think this is taught to us just to be aware of of the uh, of the technicalities. Yeah, right. So when you record a video, you're gonna hear like that word shh in the background, even though your room is hella quiet. It's probably the air, it's probably the aircon, it's probably the electric fan. Who knows? And that's called reverb. I'm just gonna go quickly run through them because most of these are just definition like usual dictionary based words. So there's reverb, echoes, plosives, clip, proximity effect, noise floor, hum, hiss, sound, and acoustic treatment, and revise. So onto the very very important stuff that I would consider is very important is the plosives. Because that stuff annoys me a lot when I had calls with my friends. Plosives is when you say hard consonants and you get air interference into the mic, right? So when examples like saying Peter Piper, you get to hear like a very sharp air smacking into the mic, and it annoyed me with when I was in calls with friends because it's just, dude, face away from the mic and then say the p words, c words, t words, say all the consonants you want. Just stop making that sound, yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine. So other important things that I wanna highlight is probably acoustic treatment. This is when you treat the studio room you're in to make your sound more aesthetic. Like wooden panels to bounce off sound, probably foam panels, of course, to reduce the bouncing of the sound between walls. I don't have that, but I do have like a bunch of clothes hanging over there, so hopefully it reduces the sound bouncing across the room. Yeah. And last one that I really want to talk about is revise. Of course, we are content creators, right? We produce output, right? And all output needs to be assessed for quality assurance, right? So in food, you gotta make sure it's not poisonous. For BPOs, you better be sure that you stick to the script, just so you won't get fired. When teaching, of course, you gotta go to your lesson notes, see if you covered all rounds, make sure your students know their stuff. And same goes for voice acting. So revise, of course, the client wants you to talk whatever the script says. You may or may not be given creative liberty, but yeah, the client would want you to stick to whatever they paid you for. So there's quality assurance for you. I know they're they can be a pain in the back, but we all have to get through it, whether in any situation. Of course, we want to give the best for our clients, right? And yeah, so that's all for Sir Bry's talk. He did teach us how to use the Audacity and Audition effectively. And I'm not gonna promote pirating it. Yeah, pirating is a very very bad thing to do. You should never pirate editing softwares. I totally never pirated anything in my entire life. So yeah. Oh wait, did I tell you I have a tick on my left eye? So yeah, it's definitely a tick. Yeah. So moving on, we had our second speaker, Papa Lem, and this is not audio. This is the human aspect or the technical aspect on the human side of voice acting. And I swear to God, he is a shapeshifter in person. He can go into different voice modes in like a snap and a snap and a snap. Like if he just talked in 10 minutes straight, you would have seen the whole season of whatever cartoon show you're watching right now. He would embody every single character. Like I wish I was like him, because I think my style is more and similar to him in terms of voice acting. Like I like doing impressions. I like altering my voice and sounding like a different person. And sometimes I do accents, and I can be really convincing. And sometimes I just suck at it. And I, you know, he's a really wonderful person. I really like the way he talks. I really liked his energy. Um, he taught us how to project, of course, the technical aspects of voice projection, right? So you have your tone, your speed, your volume, all those all, all those technicalities. And I I will admit I'm not exactly new to this term, because my strength, no, I wouldn't say strength, but like as a novice on whatever he's doing right now, um I am very well aware of like reading the script fast makes you sound more, gives you a different energy versus reading the script slow. um as a poet, right? Like I write poems, and I sometimes recite them to myself, but I really don't like reciting them. I believe that my poems are just like better read than said. Hey, that's a poem. And yeah, so I thought us about the like how we can modulate our voice, or like how we can train our voice to be a certain character, right? So if you wanna try sound like an old witch, uh, you gotta have like a very high pitch and like like a crackle, Wingardium Leviosa, like that. And it's quite cute when he does it. It's super convincing. Like you don't know whether he's a man or a woman, or a frog, or a robot. It doesn't matter. And yeah, you'd have the high pitch and slow diction, or like the fast diction and low pitch. Yeah. So, and I hope I see you guys soon. Okay. Just to run down to you like what homeworks we have, because it's a lot. Oh my god. So we have this. Okay. We have the promotional ad. We have the script of that, and then we have the radio ad sample, digital ads, and 5 character voices. Now, I think I can nail the 5 character voices. Um, Smeagol can no. This is Stitch. No, I got Stitch. I got it's I'm very ashamed. I'm very shy of doing Smeagol right now. I can do Venom. That's 3. I could do an Indian accent. I guess I could do my regular accent, or a British accent. No. Um, it's just spam me some ideas if you guys ever have any suggestions, or something you want to see. I'll just ask tips from my partner or my friends. You guys have a good day. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful week or day ahead of you. I'll keep you tuned in for week 3, and I think I'll post my stuff here. And I got a SoundCloud, and check out all the other social medias I got. Link in bio. See ya. Thanks.